Guys, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome back. Welcome. I'm going to be doing all signs, tarot forecast, Aries through Pisces, as always. I'm going to get my cards ready and just let the room fill up for a second. Say hey to me if you're in here. What's up? What's up? I have my phone with me today so I can check in on the chat here and there without having to like put my face all up in the camera. So say hey. Hold on, let me check my settings. Yeah, okay. So hello and good morning. I'm feeling so good today. I hope you guys are feeling good. Happy Sunday to you too. Hello. Hey Sierra. Hey Infinite. Hey Rebel. What's up? I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. The you versus them readings have already started coming out. Aries and Scorpio was posted yesterday. The rest will slowly trickle out over this next week. So be on the lookout for those. And today we're just going to tap into each zodiac sign for a little bit and see what you guys have coming in. And I'm hoping for messages that are in the highest good of everyone who joins. If you are new to this, welcome, by the way. Welcome to my page. I have a lot of new viewers. I went up about 1,000 subscribers just since I went live last time. So if you're new, that's what's up. Thank you for coming. If you're returning, and I do have a lot of regulars, a lot of returning people in here, I want to say thank you so much for your support and for your loyalty and for all the love that you guys send me. So thank you. Happy birthday, Spirit Warrior. I appreciate all of you. So, like I was saying, if you're new to me, this is how it works. I'm going to clear the air with my singing bowl to get us started. Then I meditate in between. Hold on a second. I'm getting a phone call. I meditate between each zodiac sign so that I can clear my energy and so that I can get any messages that want to come through as channeled messages in addition to pulling some tarot cards. So if you meditate, you might want to meditate with me. It might help me connect with your story, your essence, your energy. If you don't, that's fine. Just hang out in the chat and have a good time, all right? So I'm going to clear the air. Thank you, C. Wallace. You loved my fashion show with my sister. Oh, yes, I did want to say that, guys. As some of you may or may not know, my sister runs a small online boutique business out of her home. She is a mom and yet an entrepreneur, and I'm really proud of her. And she had to close her online boutique, you know, because of COVID and all of the other crazy stuff, and hard to be a small business owner during this time frame, but she opened it back up. So yay. She's got some new merchandise. We did a little fashion show on my Facebook page. And I also have collective readings and all other kinds of good stuff on my Facebook page. So if you don't currently follow me there, please go follow me there. It's linked in the description. But she has some new merchandise, and I wear a lot of her clothes and a lot of her jewelry. So if you like my style, you can get it for yourself. FYI, avasophiaco.com is her website. Check it out. But I'm glad you enjoyed the fashion show. We're so goofy together because my sister is a Sagittarius and I'm an Aquarius. When we get together, it's like herding cats. It really is. It's like herding cats. Because we're all over the place, so we just bounce off each other. There's that air and fire energy. So yeah. All right, anyways, so we've cleared the air, asking for messages for the highest good of all that join. I'm going to use the same deck for both sides. This is something new I'm trialing, and so far I like it. I'm going to pull some cards on you and a card or two on a person or people you might be connecting with. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of water and then I'm going to meditate. And we're going to hop right into it. I'm going to try and stay at 10 minutes each zodiac sign. So for my moderators, if you could keep me on track, that'd be super awesome. Give me 1 second. Hold on, I forgot to do something. Okay, sorry about that. My phone rang and I had to make sure that... Anyways, who cares? Okay, so Aries, you're up first. Let's hit it. Let's go. Aries. So, Aries, I was seeing the card of the Two of Pentacles. So there's two sides to the situation, whatever you have going on. I also saw the letter C, but it actually looked like a copyright. So I don't know, something about copyrights or the letter C might connect with some of you. I'm not really sure. And then I was hearing Adele, Hello from the Other Side. So there might be something... It's almost to me like... I keep hearing there's two sides to every story. So that's something to keep in mind, Aries, as we go into these next few days, few weeks or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards because I feel like I'm getting the word also trepidation. So I don't know if there's some trepidation in the atmosphere or... You know, if you're feeling that way in regards to a certain person or a connection or someone is feeling that way towards you. And don't mind me while I play with my cards because I've got some mix up of cards in here. I want to make sure I'm right. Yeah. So this actually happened as well, the mix-up of my cards in Scorpio's reading. Some of you could be connecting with a Scorpio, okay? And there might be mixed messages or something going on in regards to that. But doesn't have to be Scorpio, just could be really anyone. But I just noticed that I had the same issue in their reading of my cards getting mixed up. So... mixed messages, mixed communication, all of that might be playing a role into the energy as well. But let's get some cards out and see, shall we? So let's see what the overall energy is, Aries. Oh, I also have The Weeknd in my head. Just one part of the song, the lyric where he says, I'm tired of being alone again. And I think I got that for you before, didn't I? You might actually be hearing that song, or just the lyrics in general might resonate with some of you. So I have Sagittarius energy out. That could be in your chart or the chart of someone you're dealing with, or just the influencing vibes, right? So this is talking about, you know, getting like pepped up, getting enthusiastic about what's to come for you, what's next for you. And this is kind of the energy I felt in the you versus them reading as well. You know, thinking outside of the box. Actually, I got this card for Scorpio as well. So some of you, again, have Scorpio in your chart or could be dealing with someone who has Scorpio in their chart. But this is a very philosophical, very independent, very open to new things type of energy, and the universe might be asking you to be open to new things, Aries, to see things from two different perspectives, or to understand that there's two sides to every story. I feel like that's going to be important because I saw the Two of Pentacles, like I said, in my mind, which to me is needing to see things from two vantage points. But it could also be that you're oscillating, right, between two people, two areas of your life, you know, to a decision that needs to be made, something like that going on as well. So you have the King of Wands showing up. This is your card. Well, I associate it with Aries, but also Leo, Sag energy for some of you. This is like taking leadership, taking ownership, not being afraid to take ownership of your life, Aries, and move in any direction that you want. Bringing that confidence to the table, right? Not being afraid of having new experiences. Maybe even a little bit of risk taking involved here, but I feel you up to the challenge here, Aries, and that, and you standing kind of in a place of empowerment, or at least you're being guided to go in that direction, right? So let's see. Let's get some cards out for you. The High Priestess. And the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So follow your intuition when it comes to things that you want to take action on, right? It doesn't have to be a relationship, could be any area of your life. But it's like you're being intuitively guided, right, to take some sort of inspired action. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines, which I don't find Aries often sit on the sidelines, but sometimes, if you had been taking your time, or maybe even feeling a little bit stuck, it's like intuitively, you know, especially with this last full moon that came through, that it's time to take some action. It's time to move your energy, right? So there's time periods of all of our lives where we go through like reflection phases or inner work. And I feel right now the phase that's coming in for Aries is more about action and actually getting out there and living your life, right? You could certainly be intuitively led to take action on a partnership or within a relationship as well. We'll get some cards out and see. And this could have been after a time of, why do I get sitting on your laurels? I don't know. That could be you or someone you're connecting with, especially if you have Earth in your chart or connecting with the Earth sign. But it's like after seeing something from all angles and weighing it out emotionally and figuring out how you feel, now is the time to take that inspired action forward. And I feel like you know this. This is not like shocking news to you. You might have felt like the energy revving up, okay, in your own life. Wow, okay. See, the High Priestess. This is why I like to use the same deck. You have the same exact card in your energy, Aries. So the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Swords here showing up in the person you're connecting with, the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords in the reverse. So there might have been something going on with the person you were connecting with that was quite emotional, that they've gotten some clarity on, maybe ready to communicate this to you. If there's been something that was hurtful that was said or done, this person may be open to discussing that with other people, with you, whatever. This is just, to me, highlighting emotional energy, yes, but also, you know, this person in this space where they want to communicate the truth, okay? Or they are open to receiving that maybe from you. But I feel like this is equal energy, right? So you're ready to take some action. This is coming from your intuition. This person is being intuitively led to respond or to provide you maybe some communication during this time frame, okay? And if it's not in regards to you, it just could be that this person has recently come to understand something or the truth of something, and it might have been a hard pill to swallow, as they're giving me that Alanis Morissette song. But I feel like they might be in the space where they want to talk or they need to talk, especially if this is like a friend, right? If you're dealing with a friend and they're going through something emotional, they may want you know, to bounce off of you or bounce their ideas off of you, Aries, okay? So it could be that you're dealing with a friend and an intimate partner, or this could all be one person. So take it as it resonates, but that's kind of what I'm getting. So let's see what the guidance is here. For my Aries. This is saying study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So it's really interesting, right, Aries, that there's something, and I got that in Scorpios as well. There's something new to learn about an old situation during this time frame. And I feel like that is applicable to you, but also to the person or people that you're connecting with. And you might see how it's all connecting, FYI. And they're actually giving me a time frame, which never happens. I heard by the end of the week. So maybe come back to this reading at the end of the week and see what you discovered, what you found out, etc. I'm really interested to know. So zodiac signs that you could be dealing with. I have Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Scorpio. But I have earth and air as well. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Aries. All right, so now we're going to go to Taurus. Taurus. I just heard give it all you got. I don't know. I guess that's for you, Aries. Give it all you got. Okay. All right. Let's go to Taurus. Okay, so I heard Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. You got a fast car. First of all, it's an excellent song. It's about, it's a very deep song as well. It's about kind of putting your own dreams to the wayside is what basically what she's talking about is she kind of put her own desires she put her own desires to the wayside to be a caregiver to her father is what the song is about. Some of you might actually connect to that storyline, but not all of you are going to connect to that storyline. Some of you, it's just simply, you might hear that song like randomly on social media, on your phone, whatever. You might like that song. I have no idea what Tracy Chapman's birthday is, but maybe look it up. But also the images I was getting was there was a steering wheel I was seeing, so something about vehicles, and then it turned into, and I specifically heard Rolex watch. I have no idea why. I don't know if like somebody you know likes watches or you have a watch that you really like. I don't know if people really still wear watches anymore since we all have cell phones these days to tell the time, but they showed me watches and vehicles. You like jewelry? I don't know. You are a Taurus. I do find like Taurus people love their things. They like to have nice things, right? If you can afford them, of course, or you like to gift nice things, possibly. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So there is one specific lyric of the song that keeps coming through, and she says, and you got to make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. So it's almost like there's this energy, Taurus, of like, it's time to make a decision. Are you ready for change, or you want to continue with the way that they are? And I keep tripping on my words. There's also a blockage going on in the head crown chakra, where it might feel like it's difficult for you to get your mind together, or maybe feeling a bit scattered, maybe needing to like sit and clear your mind would be good for you, Taurus. All right. Oh, no way. I cannot take all of these, but let me take note. So you have the card of Sagittarius as well. Some of you are connecting to that sign, or Aries. They just got that as well. Or this is just the influencing vibes. This is, again, talking about thinking outside of the box. And I'm being drawn back to that same lyric, right? Leave tonight or live and die this way. And I don't mean like you're actually leaving anything, but some of you maybe. But I get more so, Taurus, this is about like, are you ready for the change or not? Because you're the decider of that. Or are you okay with the way things are? Like there's some sort of evaluation going on, right, within, I feel, the Taurus psyche, which might be clogging up your crown chakra, by the way, if you're dwelling too much or you're overanalyzing something too much. So keep it grounded, Taurus, is what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid either to think outside the box or go outside the box during this time frame, as I feel like that will, like, that's what you're being encouraged to do. And I'm getting the word try. Okay. And look at how not jumpy. Look at how stubborn my cards are being. Some of y'all have been either stuck or stubborn, or I don't know. But then I have the Empress coming out, or you've been dealing with people like that. So it's your time to shine, Taurus. Look at that. The Angel of Abundance. Once you're open to it, it has to come in. It's your time to revel in who you are, but also be open to who you're becoming. And you're going to do that by opening your mind, okay? And some of you need to release something that you've been dwelling on in the process. Especially if you're a female Taurus. So let's see. You have the Seven of Cups. Whoa. The Star. What is this? The Five of Cups, and it came out in the reverse. So if there was something that was difficult to make a decision around, right? Maybe some difficulties emotionally in the past that you've been dealing with, Taurus, and maybe dwelling on that for too long. I do feel that energy leaving or being released from you, karmically speaking, and some sort of healing energy coming in. Like, it's, you know, we all go through these phases of like ups and downs, and some of you have had maybe a down period, but I'm hearing it's going on the upwards now. So I feel there's something to be hopeful about. There's something to strive for, and they're giving me the word thrive or thriving, right? Oh, okay. So I'm getting, this is a phrase, and actually it's a meme that I shared not too long ago, and it said, you are past the point of your life of needing to survive, and now it is time to learn new skills so that you can thrive. That's it. That's it. Take that how you want, right? But you have this supportive energy, you know, in surrounding you, Taurus, okay? So don't question that, because I feel like there's people pulling for you or support available for you in order for you to thrive. So let's see a person or people you're dealing with. Some of you are dealing with Aquarius, Taurus, Sagittarius energy. Libra, Capricorn, Aries out as well. So the person you're connecting with, Taurus, they might have been obsessing over something for a while, maybe over the connection, but doesn't have to be. There's like an obsessive tendency here, or this person kind of gets in these ruts where maybe they get stuck on something as well. I do feel them, ready to release themselves from that because they're wanting more. Okay. I was going to say they were wanting more balance, but they gave me the word integrity. There is something about integrity here. Okay, someone wanting to keep their integrity or coming from a place of integrity is going to be important, right? As we go through this time frame. Of course, that's always important, but they're highlighting specifically the word integrity. And then the other word that I got was break loose. So there's something that this person is wanting to or is breaking loose from during this time frame that's helping them to kind of regain their balance. There might be justice karmically coming to a situation. I heard something coming to a head during this time frame as well, so be on the lookout for that. Let's see what the guidance has to say. A mother's love. Interesting. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that the special bond of love cannot... Why am I getting tongue-tied? I quit. Your whole reading, I've been tripping over my tongue. What is the deal? Are some of you biting your tongue? Speak up. Are you dealing with someone who is like this? The throat chakra, what is going on here? Anyways, this card basically essentially says, first of all, the mother or mother figure is being highlighted, whether still in your life or transitioned out of your life, doesn't matter. There's something about the mothering aspects of you, but also the mothering influences in your life, okay? Apply that how you want to what's happening in the energy, but there is a connection between the two, is what that's saying. Okay, so like I said, I have Sagittarius energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Libra, and Aquarius energy being highlighted, all right, and Pisces over here. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Gemini back there. And now we are going to go to Gemini, actually. Okay, Gemini. Okay, so Gemini, I got the song Do You Remember the Time, which actually I just posted like a mix-up of it by Sickick. He's a YouTuber and he's an awesome DJ. Check it out on my Facebook. But do you remember the time when we fell in love? Okay, it's a Michael Jackson song. You might actually be hearing that as well on the radio, YouTube, whatever, or you could connect with that message and that there might be some nostalgia going on or remembering back to a time when you were in love, whether that be with another person or just in love with life, you know, feeling that zest for life again. They were highlighting the eyes. So something about the eyes, if somebody likes your eyes or you like someone else's eyes, that's being highlighted. And then interestingly enough, I saw a dog which morphed into a pig. I have no idea why. And I heard Peppa Pig. That can't be for one of you. I don't know if you have small children and they watch Peppa Pig. I have no idea. Take it or leave it, right? That's not going to be for all of you, but let's see, Gemini, what the cards have to say for you. I heard this is not the beginning. No, I heard this is the ending of nothing and the beginning of everything. So somebody needs to be reminded of that or hear that, all right? So you have Aries energy. Could have that in your chart, be dealing with one, or it's just simply the influencing vibes, right? So this is talking about getting out there more, which is what the Aries reading was about, actually. You know, being daring, being fierce, not being afraid to say what you want and mean what you say, being assertive, and maybe feeling more confident than you have been feeling in the past. On the downside, this could be kind of impulsive or argumentative, so you kind of want to avoid that energy if you can, Gemini, especially if your hormones are raging. Really? Okay, that's got to be for the feminines, but I don't know. Masculines, they got hormones too, you know. Watch your hormones. But let's see. And like when I think of hormones raging, yeah, it could be like irritable, argumentative energy, but it could also be passion, sexuality, you know. So take it how it fits you, Gemini, right? I have a lot of different Geminis that are watching. So let's see. You've got the moon out. This is Piscean energy for some of you. This is talking about the more sensitive parts of you, your intuition, your dream state, all of that being highlighted as well. It's like they're giving me a lyric to another song, and she says, if you are not ready for the day, it can always be night. You guys, I'm sure you know that. There's something here about night and day energy, okay? Like whether you're flipping back and forth between like your daytime version of yourself and your nighttime version of yourself, or your moods are fluctuating, you know, to extremes like that, or you might be dealing with someone where it's night and day energy, something about night and day energy. So let's see, the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and Judgment. So if there's been strife going on within a familial relationship, I'm getting this as a family thing, but it could be intimate, it could be platonic, whatever. It seems to be some sort of strife around a relationship where there needs to be a decision made, okay? There might be a lot of analyzing going on, maybe even like some doubt, really, okay? Somebody doubting a decision that you're wanting to make, possibly, Gemini, or naysaying something that means a lot to you is really annoying, I feel, and can make you very irritable, right? So if you're connecting, say, with someone that you love, whether it's a mother or a sister or a friend or a partner, and you're telling them like, this is what makes me happy, right? And this is what I want to do, and then they kind of poo-poo that, or they seem to have a lot of opinion about what it is that you're doing, I feel like that makes you want to kind of pull away or push away, and that would be true for all of us, right? But especially air signs. Air signs do not like to be told what to do, right? And keep yourself in check, Gemini. So you might also catch yourself doing this to someone that you care about. So just remember, like when other people are sharing their ideas with you, right? To be open to that and to know that even if it's not meaningful to you, it's meaningful to them, and vice versa. Okay, so you could be on either side of that, like someone needing to understand that what's meaningful to you is meaningful to you, and to honor that, to respect that, not to trample over that, right? As that could cause like unneeded strife in a relationship dynamic where, you know, it leaves the other person feeling like they need to make some sort of decision here. Isn't that a Kanye West song? I just noticed that. And he's a Gemini, right? Okay. Maybe I'm tapping into Kanye West. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, he's part of the collective Gemini energy, but I just thought about that as I thought about what I just said. Like, okay. Whatever. So, person you're connecting with is the Eight of Wands. Ooh, that flew under there. Let's see if I can grab it. And the Knight of Wands. So, again, the communication and open communication is being highlighted as something that's really important, right? And this person, they are in this energy of receiving some sort of communication that's helping them to make some sort of decisive action, right? And they're being called to use their intuition, Gemini. So it could be that, you know, there's some sort of decision being made after some news or some communication, whether that's between you and this person or they're receiving it from other avenues. But I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made on your end. I'm not really getting much on this person's energy other than there's movement forward here, maybe after a time period of being stuck or some emotional confusion going on, some back and forth energy. This person now making a decision. But I do feel like sometimes they don't make decisions from the best place. Like sometimes this person makes decisions from like a fear-based mentality or their shadow, especially if they have like addictive behaviors going on. But whatever, I heard the past is in the past, so there's something about like needing to leave something in the past and this person getting inspired to take some sort of action, whether it be towards the connection or away. I'm not really getting any information on that, but I'm sure you will know before the next few weeks is over. So let's see what the guidance is. Serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Do not let the past and past resentments interfere with your serenity today. So, yeah, didn't I just say like there's something from the past that needs to be let go of, whether that's on your end or this person's end? But it's talking about like really putting yourself first, okay, during this time frame, Gemini, and honoring and nurturing and loving yourself, okay? So does it even really matter if anybody else understands you, if you understand you? You know what I mean? So if something is valuable to you, if something is important to you, then that's all that matters. You know, it doesn't matter if anybody understands that or gets that. It matters if you understand that, if you get that about yourself. So this could be dealing with Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Libra. I've got fire here as well. Aries, Leo, Sag. So any of those signs possibly. Gemini. Okay, how am I doing on time, guys? I hope good. Now we're going to go to Cancer. Okay. So that's very interesting. The song that I got is I always feel like somebody's watching me. And I got no privacy. I always feel like somebody's watching me and I've got no privacy. Okay. Take it as it resonates. You might not like that song. You might hear that song randomly. If so, come back to this reading. Or maybe you always feel like somebody's like hovering over your energy, or that you don't have enough privacy, or you would like more privacy. This could also be a bit of paranoia or, online behavior. Social media makes it so easy for people to check on us without our knowledge, without even our consent sometimes. So that might be going on as well. As I look down and I have the Page of Swords here. Or you could be doing that, keep it real with yourself. But that's the only message that came through, other than I got a flash image of someone I know in my life, but I haven't talked to in a really long time. And I was told that they were here in the chat. So I don't have any Cancerian in my energy, but, hey, welcome. That might have been specifically for me, but I feel like there's no coincidences, right? So I got a little tip from my own guidance, but I also feel that applies to you, that there might be somebody in your energy that you don't even know, thinks about you or watches you or checks on you, that type of thing, right? So you have the card of Gemini here. So you could be connecting with Gemini or have that in your chart. You could be on the cusp, of course, or it's just the influencing vibes, which this is funny because, see, now this talks about online activity, but also curiousness, right? Curiousness. So there's some like sort of curiosity going on within your energy or someone that you're connecting with. But I actually am hearing it's kind of mutual, but take it as it resonates. But this is like seeking more variety, being open more to like others, your social life, your friends group, like networking type of energy. It can also be a bit restless or fidgety, and I just noticed that my hand is shaking. So you could feel a bit fidgety, okay, over this next few days, few weeks or whatever, or find yourself just feeling a little bit restless, that type of energy. So you have the Death card, Scorpio energy here for some of you. So this is, wow. So there might be some changes within your social circle or dynamic during this time frame, as this card talks about endings, beginnings, transitionary, transformative energy. And it's got to do with something about either communication or like your network, your friends group, right? Something around that. I heard don't rush it. Don't rush Don't rush into something. Don't rush something. Don't rush to conclusions. There's something about that. All right, so the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles showing up here for you. Lots of air energy. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign, like I said before, but it's more of like a headspace, more contemplative energy than anything. You know, you might feel like you've been stuck in your head or stuck over analyzing something, knowing that you need to like come off of something or, you know, leave something behind. And yet here is that stinking Page of Swords. That's the second time I saw this card. Some of you could be connecting with an Aquarian, or have that in your chart, but there is something here. I don't mean to pause, but the messages is coming in too fast, and I want to make sure I have one succinct message. There's something here, Cancer, that maybe you've had heavy on your mind, right? And that you know you need to kind of move past it. But there's just like this hyper need to analyze something, maybe to look into something, maybe reading between the lines of something. And if this isn't you, this could be someone that is connected to you or watching you, okay, you know, trying to analyze or interpret or read between the lines when it comes to something that you've got going on. All right. You may or may not be aware of that. Let's see who you're dealing with. This is a weird energy. Like, don't make this fit if it doesn't fit, because I don't want to create paranoia. I feel like this would be something that you would be aware of, you know. But there's definitely a need to like have your privacy respected or respect someone else's privacy. And this is for a very few of you, particularly if you're a male Cancerian. If you have suspicions about someone, just be direct with them. Don't be like trying to spy on them, look through their phone and be all creepy about it, right? Because I get kind of like a creepy vibe here, for especially if you're a masculine. Just saying. But, you know, like I said, that's a very small group of you. And it could be feminine as well, but take it as it resonates. Whoever you're connecting with, I only wanted 2 cards, but I got a whole entire story here. There's something here about like this person needing to overcome something that was hard. I'm getting the word strife. That I'm getting such a specific storyline here. I heard they would rather reject than to miss out. Like they would rather to reject you than to miss you. But then they miss you anyways. I'm not trying to make it this specific, but there's something here about like this person needing to overcome rejection, of thinking in the past too much, holding on to the past too much. Spirit's wanting this person to be focused in the present moment and to focus more on, okay, what they can do with the now energy and how can they build themselves up out of that energy and take control over their life. Because this person gets so hyper focused on like the issue or the emotion of something that they lose sight of maybe what's actually important to them. Or that's a caution during this time frame. There's a lot of weird energy going on, and for some of you, there's an outside influence here also affecting this dynamic. And I feel like if this is for you, this is making sense to you. And if it's not, then don't try to make sense of it. Just come back for the next one, because this is really specific, okay, to a group of you. So let me see what the guidance is. I feel like there's a misfire. Oh, good. I'm glad it resonated with someone because I have no idea what this is about. I don't have any Cancer in my chart either. So I'm hoping this makes sense to some of you. Serenity. Oh my God, I just got this message for Gemini, right? Some of you are connecting with a Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Do not let past issues and resentment interfere with your serenity today. So again, this is talking about needing to let go of some past issues, past resentments, whether that's on your side or this person's side. All right. So Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, Aries, Aquarius energy is what's predominant here. Libra over here, Capricorn over here. But could be any sign, as it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's go to Leo. Now that song is stuck in my head. I always feel like somebody's watching me. And I got no privacy. Leo. So Leo, I got an image of the Seven of Pentacles, all right, which talks about visions, but it also talks about reaping what you sow. And so something about that coming through here, Leo. And then they were showing me someone making this gesture. So washing your hands being important, obviously, it's COVID season, right? But washing your hands. And somebody was like washing their face and like putting lotion on. So, you know, skincare routine being highlighted for some of you. I'm not really sure. Or just maybe I always feel so good when I'm like hydrated and lotioned up, right? So like taking some time to care for yourself, to care for your body, you know, for my feminines, like a facial or like something about like just cleansing your skin being important. And maybe even if you're a masculine, you know, take it as it resonates. But let's see what this is. There's something coming to harvest though. So they kept showing me someone with what looked to be wheat in their hand. And like I said, I was hearing reap what you sow and harvest, something getting ready to come into fruition for you, Leo. So let's see what we have going on here. So they're also highlighting this portion of the head. So I don't know if you might have some blockages in your crown chakra or like tension headaches. If you get tension headaches or you start to feel tension in this space, it is likely because you are not staying focused, okay, or giving too much attention to like negative thoughts or thoughts that don't serve you. So to alleviate that is to rest your mind, obviously rest your body as you need to. And do some energy clearing over these next few weeks because it is all about balance here, Leo. Libra energy for some of you. This is talking about getting more balanced in yourself, making more balanced decisions, okay, becoming conscious of how you're feeling. But it also talks about manifestations, okay, and things coming into fruition, right? So, and this could be in regards to relationships, as I often find this card talks about the balance between you and another person, or maybe the relationship with yourself, but we'll see. King of Swords could be air energy for some of you, or you have that in your chart. Yeah, balanced decision making being highlighted and important. Balanced decision making. So that's going to be really important. Sorry, I'm getting some other messages around that. Say like you get into a space where you've overthought something, or there's tension in the air, right? Because they're giving me another song. I can feel it coming in the air. Like there's tension within you. It might be easy to make like irrational decisions, or to say something irrational, and to not come from that balanced place, which is going to cause conflict, right? And then you're going to have to deal with the consequences of that if you do not come from a balanced place. And so there's a message here, Leo, about really thinking before making decisions or speaking. All right. Or someone you're connecting with, that might be what their guidance is, but take it as it resonates. The Chariot. The Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Ah, there's the Seven of Pentacles. I knew it was going to come out. So, really? Okay, I heard, what did you just say? What did you just say? So, the very interesting thing about this card, and by the way, if you have Cancer in your chart or dealing with one, check out the Cancerian reading, as this is Cancerian energy here. But the interesting thing about this card that always gets me is like the look on her face. Do you see the look on her face? It's almost like, say what? What did you say? Or like, who are you talking to? Like something like that going on, okay, in the energy here, Leo. They also gave me the term shying away from an emotion. Some of you are maybe dealing with someone that kind of shies away from a topic or an emotion, or maybe you're doing that. I'm hearing avoidant. So there's something that needs to be avoided when it comes to like the way that you're communicating, or you're trying to avoid something. There's also a sense of like moving forward in the energy, but then looking back to the past again as like a reference, which isn't in and of itself a bad thing to do, right? Because sometimes our past helps us to create wisdom so we don't make the same mistakes again. But some of you are spending too much time like thinking about the past, especially about something that maybe hit you the wrong way or didn't feel good to you. When what you're really looking for is a sense of satisfaction. What you're really looking for is a sense of, you know, being practical and something that you could put your time and energy into that's going to grow into something that you want. So you're actually being encouraged, Leo, to kind of push away from that, whatever that is that maybe had you in your emotions, and focus more on like, you know, where you're headed in your life, you know, making balanced decisions that are in your highest good, that help to build you up, because there is something coming to fruition here that I feel like will be really satisfying for you, actually, and may take your mind off of something that maybe was not so satisfying. Let's see the person you're connecting with. Okay, the Emperor, but it came out in the reverse. And the King of Swords. Holy cow, the Ace of Cups. Okay, Leo, if you're dealing with a masculine, I'm getting a lot of masculine energy on the person or people you're dealing with, okay? But it's a general read. This person is kind of out of control. I don't really care for their energy. I'm not going to lie. And let me not put my own judgment here. Because I saw these cards and I wanted to go there. But this person has a hard time controlling themselves. Okay, they might be very impulsive. They might make decisions that are not coming from a balanced place, or they have a history of this. This person tends to think that they're in control when they're not actually in control. What's guiding them right now is their emotions, but they don't necessarily listen to their emotional compass all the time, or they let their emotions get the best of them to the point where they don't make wise choices, or it spins them out of control. And this is something that they're needing to gain some sort of balance or growth around within themselves, right? They might be a bit temperamental during this time frame, and it's because they're thinking too much, they're in their head too much. Might want to place some distance here, or there might be distance here involved. But see, I feel like this person has love though, and I don't necessarily feel like it's terrible or bad intentions, but this could be someone who just lets their emotions run rampant and not always in the best way. And sometimes they're an asshole. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Okay, that came from my ego, not from my guide. But to me, the Emperor in the reverse is an a-hole. Okay, but can't we all be sometimes, Yes, we can. But, I feel like at the same time, this person has like a good heart, or they're well intending, even if they don't act like that. And like I said, I'm getting a lot of masculine energy. This doesn't even need to be an intimate person, but for a lot of you, yes. But it could be a boss, a father figure. They're giving me an example of a father figure, but let me just give it to you this way. Have you ever really loved someone and you know that they're a good person and you know that they mean well, but they just always got to go there. They just always got to go there, and it, rubs you the wrong way. Something like that going on. Anyways, you're being encouraged not to pay attention to this right now, because there's something, like I said, getting ready to come into fruition here in another area of your life that you're really, really going to like. So let this person deal with their own emotions. Let's see what and for your cross watcher, I am incredibly sorry that I insinuated or called you names. I say with love, I'm just the messenger, okay? Feel free to flip it if you need to. It's interchangeable. All right, so what's the guidance? I knew I was going to get this card. The Strength card. Leo, you should know all about that. So the strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You are never alone. We are always with you. So again, this might require some strength, right, to refocus your energy, but that's what you're being called to do in order to keep the balance. So you could be dealing with an Aries or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Cancerian energy, Aquarian energy again over here. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing, but it's general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's go to Virgo. So, okay, I'm going to take a second. Did something erupt in the chat while I was talking about an eruption in the reading? I like, are we good now? Are we good? Let's go to Virgo. I have this song in my head. Rolling down in the deep. What you know about rolling down in the deep? I have no idea what that song is. Virgo. Is it all good? Okay, cool. All right. Oh, I missed the super chat. Let me see who gave that to me real quick. Hold on. Who was it? Thank you, Dev. Wait. For the 1999. That's so weird because my son's name is Devin and I call him Dev for short. I know that's not my son though because he would never give me 1999. He would be asking me for 1999. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. He's 21, so love you, Dev. So that's funny. For a second, I was like, is that my son? And I'm like, no, my son would never give me a super chat. He would instead send me a request. Send me gas money, Mom. Oh, I did not know it means God in Hindi. That's so funny. Okay. Virgo. Interestingly enough, my son is a Virgo, and I read that right before we went to Virgo. See? No coincidences. Okay, Virgo. Let's go. All right, that was relatively quick. So, Virgo, I saw a spiral. So, to me, this is like, anytime I see a spiral, right? Life is a spiral. We think life is like a forward trajectory, but it's actually more a bit like this, in that we continually come back to lessons that we need to learn, or same or similar situations and energies and people over and over again throughout our life. Our lives are very repetitive. Have you noticed? But each time we approach that energy, we grow a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And this is how spiritual growth works. It's more like a spiral staircase than it is, a straightforward line. So there might be something coming back in the environment that feels very familiar to you, or you've been there before, or you have that like essence of that type of deja vu energy maybe. And so pay attention, okay? Pay attention to whatever repeated patterning you have going on within yourself or within your life or within a relationship possibly. I did hear 2 songs briefly, and now I've already lost them. No. I heard don't dream it's over. Don't dream it's over. So something not is not over. Okay, so if you were wondering if is this really it, is something over? No, is what I'm getting. And then some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, babe. And that's Alicia Keys. So you could be resonating or hearing either of those songs over the next few days or few weeks, or maybe look up the lyrics to those that may resonate with you as well, Virgo. So let's go ahead and get into the cards and see. I have Sagittarius here. Thanks for the $25, crazy bitch. I'm not calling you a crazy bee. That was her profile name. Sorry, but thank you for the $25 super chat. Okay, so Virgo. Oh my gosh, how much why am I getting so much Sagittarius energy? Is there influencing planets going on, or is there some sort of Sag influence going on astrologically? Do I have any astrology friends in here? Or maybe this is in your chart, or you're dealing with someone with this in their chart. But again, this is just that this is pushing you out of your comfort zone a little bit, Virgo, but Source wanting you to see it in a really positive way. This is like experiencing something new, being open to experiencing something new. Maybe, like I said, thinking outside of the box. It's a very exciting energy. And so I feel like this is something to be excited about coming through. So let's see. The Strength card, Leo energy for some of you. It takes courage to go out of your comfort zone, doesn't it? It takes courage to say what you mean and mean what you say. To look something in the face that once used to intimidate you and no longer be intimidated by it. This is like almost in this energy, Virgo, of like, I know what it is that I'm wanting, and I'm not going to back down, or I'm not afraid, okay? Like, what would intimidate most people is almost like not even phasing you. You know what I mean? Like that type of energy. Courage. I actually was just talking to a Virgo. I have tons of Virgos in my life. I don't know why I attract Virgos, but I do. But I was talking to a Virgo the other day, and I literally said, like, you're one of the bravest people I know. Like, you have balls of steel. Excuse my French. That's just how I speak to my friends. But, like, there's this big push in the Virgo energy to, like, show what you're made of right now and not be afraid. Okay, and now they're giving me an Eminem song. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid. Don't you worry. Come take my hand. We'll weather the storm together. Anyways, I feel like in all the Virgos that I have been interacting with, right, there is like this energy around the collective Virgo energy of facing fears and using like past mistakes to be wiser now. You know what I mean? Okay, so as these cards come out, I'm hearing delayed gratification. So there's something coming in that is going to feel very satisfying to you, but there's a delay. I know you don't want to hear that, but there's some sort of like delayed response, delayed gratification, something on delay, but not for much longer, right? As the energy speeds up with the Knight of Wands here, it's like if you've been dissatisfied in the past, right, and not able to make up your mind emotionally, I feel you getting clearer in the energy about what it is that satisfies you and being brave and kind of going for it and pushing yourself towards it, because the passion is here, right? The intensity, the drive. Person you're connecting with is the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So whoever you're connecting with here, Virgo, this person is has a very independent energy around them. Okay, they just could be someone who likes their independence, or they have that air about them right now. It could be too that this person, don't mind my dogs, has something that really, I heard, no. I heard don't be the bearer of bad news. Maybe this person is like always the bearer of bad news and they need to break that habit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to call your cross watcher a Debbie Downer, but you need to let go of some things that are unbearable. There's something about like bearing the weight of something and it becoming unbearable. And this actually has pushed this person to become more independent, or is pushing them in that direction, right? And also pushing them to open up because they can't bear it anymore, to hold on to whatever this is that they're holding on to, okay? Or to go back and forth anymore. Interesting. So let's see what the guidance is. Ancestral wisdom. I don't think I've ever gotten this card before. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experience. You are our legacy and we will keep helping you as you continue to evolve here in the spirit world. Some of you have a lot of ancestors or loved ones that maybe have passed over that are literally guiding you and supporting you through whatever this is that you're going through right now, Virgo. Isn't that awesome? Okay. That's what's giving you the strength, maybe. So, it could be dealing with Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Scorpio energy over here. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it could be any sign. This is general reading. Libra. Libra. Okay, so to me because I got like a message last time I went live about beverages and like the types of drinks you were drinking, and I got another reference to that. So I heard someone like popping what sounds like a champagne bottle. but then they also showed me someone stirring a drink and drinking it out of a straw. It looked like a chocolate drink, or it doesn't have to be. It had ice in it. Okay. Maybe you just need to get more hydrated, or incorporate different types of beverages, in your life. Maybe there's something to celebrate, and that's why I was hearing like the champagne bottle pop. There could be certainly reasons to celebrate coming in, but take it as it resonates. Libra it's so weird to me that keeps coming through for you, but it must be specific, okay, to somebody out there. And so let's see what the tarot has to say. And just like Leo, I'm feeling tension right here. So again, if you're feeling a lot of tension in your body or in your head space, it might help you to, sit in a meditation 10 or 15 minutes in the morning and just clear your thought by focusing on, like a white noise sound or an HZ frequency, something to calm your thoughts, right? As there might be a lot going on in the headspace during this time frame. Maybe it's that you're drinking too much caffeine as well, or like too many stimulants going on in the environment, too many stimulating factors going on around you or something. I love this card. The flow. So this is about getting back into the flow, Libra, harmonizing yourself with the energy. This is Libran energy to me as well. Reaping the benefits of getting back into the flow, kind of enjoying yourself, not being so hard on yourself. Some of you are over-analyzing self. So like, yeah, well, I'm giving you some advice around like maybe getting more water, right? Or having more variety in your beverages. Don't get all crazy about all of that, right? Like, it's more so just about like, it's not so much about what's being consumed, it's about what you're thinking about. And that's what's causing stress, okay? Or like overstressing something or overthinking something, that's pushing you out of the flow. And really, you could just enjoy, enjoy whatever you have going on in your life right now. There's some sort of gift coming in. And like I said, I heard there might be something to celebrate or something worth celebrating coming in. There's might be more supportive energy available to you during this time frame. But you know what? I just noticed, and I've never noticed this before. This card does say indulgence. So, okay, everything in moderation, right? Everything's okay in moderation. At least that's what I feel. But moderation is key. And Libra, you know that better than any zodiac sign out there. You're the scales. You are the sign of moderation. At least when you're in the flow, you are. So then you have the King of Wands here. So it's talking about leadership. You could be dealing with a fire sign or have fire in your chart here. But this is like getting into empowerment. And the way that you're going to empower yourself is to almost be easy on yourself. Isn't that interesting? Sometimes people think empowerment is like, this forceful energy. But actually, the more in the flow you are, the more easygoing you are, the more power you harness through the laws of the universe. It really has nothing to do about forceful energy or making a point. It's more so about letting things go, not holding on to things, enjoying the moment, being easy about this, okay, whatever it is. Okay, I have a song coming through. She says, oh, this is a good one. Oh, but okay, maybe not. Okay, she says, I go crazy on you. Go crazy, crazy on you. Crazy. I think that's by Heart. It's an old hair band. 80s hair band. Okay, some of y'all about to go crazy on someone, or maybe you feel a little bit crazy, or Maybe that's why it's been hard to get into the flow. I don't know. There could be someone crazy on you, Libra, crazy about you. Let's see. 9 of Wands. 9 here. Nines might be important. Look up the numerology meaning of nines. But you've got the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. So there's this message here, Libra, about knowing when to, like, knowing when to let something go. Not everything needs a response or a battle or a reaction. You know, sometimes you just got to let people be people and you be you. You know, especially if it stresses you out, especially if it's the cause for why, you know, you have this tension going on, place some distance there. Like there's this message here about like needing to kind of emotionally distance yourself from something that's causing possibly anxiety or your defenses to be up, and to know it's worth your time and to know it's not worth your time. And if something kicks you out of the flow, right? And it steals away from you your mental peace, I heard capacity, mental capacity, it's not worth thinking about anymore. It's not worth stressing over. Instead, you know, like I said, place some emotional distance enough to where you can see movement in a situation without you having to overthink something. And that's what brings about balance. That's what opens up the doors of opportunity and some sort of flow coming in for you. So the message is not necessarily to give up what it is that you're wanting, but to give up the struggle around it. The emotion of anxiety or struggle around it. Especially if it's making you crazy. Like that song. I'll go crazy, crazy on you. Person you're dealing with, Queen of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. I'm gonna have to move my curtain again. Oh, that's it. 4 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Actually, let me get one more. So you've got someone over here, Libra, who might be very temperamental, kind of moody, holds on to things, very stubborn, doesn't let go easily. And maybe you have like totally exhausted yourself trying to, you know, figure something out or let this person impact your energy, and you need to place some distance here. Or just realize that how they feel and how they behave has nothing to do with you and everything to do with what's going on inside of them, how they're feeling about themselves, right? Because the way people treat you has everything to do with how they feel about themselves and very little to do with you. Just like how you treat other people has a lot to do with who you are as a person and very little to do with other people, right? So there needs to be some ownership on this person's part, but you don't have to exhaust yourself to make a person understand anything, right? Instead, you just get into the flow and empower yourself and keep yourself balanced. This person, they regret their behavior. Okay, so if they're impulsive, right? Or they do something that they know is coming out of their ego, they always regret it. And you don't even have to do anything about it. Like this person may even frustrate themselves because they throw themselves out of the flow when they're like that. You know, this person is missing something or someone or you possibly. I'm not really sure what this is about. There's some sort of tower moment that occurred that really shook this person up, and they're missing something about the past. I heard vitality or passion, something about vitality and passion in the past. And it's because they're in that emotional space that they might be combative, okay, or looking for a problem during this time frame. Which, let me tell you, This Leo full moon, right, that happened on the 16th and 17th, it brought out the crazy. It really did. It brought out the crazy in a lot of people. Yeah, it opened our heart chakras. It brought through passion, but it also brought through some crazy energy. So let it pass. This will pass for this person. You stay in the flow. There's something good coming in. They're not really showing me what that's about, but there is some sort of like something being gifted to you, or just, I feel like you're gonna, as long as you don't let this get to you, it's like the flow will bring you like some sort of solution or gift. I keep getting that word. Okay, you got two cards. Self-sabotage and just ask. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your goals. It's your own inner voice that derails your carefully woven plans. Do not self-sabotage. And then I got the card of just ask. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We're made up of divine source and loved ones, friends and guides who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for help. So there you go, Libra. Could be dealing with another Libra or fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Any of the fixed signs, particularly Scorpio, but Aquarius, Taurus, Leo energy. Sagittarius energy, yeah. Taurus, Aries. Okay. So let's go to Scorpio. Let me fix my curtains real quick as the sun is coming through. Hold, please. Oh, that's not better. Okay. How's that? Scorpio. Hold on, let me take a breather here. Okay. Thank you, Carol. Thanks, Reese's Pieces. That makes your username makes me hungry. It makes me want to eat Reese's Pieces. Thank you for the 1999, Cindy. Appreciate you. I still have that song in my head, by the way, from the Virgo reading. We're not afraid. Everybody. So, anyways. Scorpio, you're up. This is gonna drive me nuts, sorry. So, Scorpio, I saw an everlasting gobstopper. Yeah. A gobstopper, which made me hungry. But some of you might actually like gobstoppers, but really what I was getting from that was that there's many layers to a situation, right? Because they were also showing me the crown chakra, and then they were showing me like there was many different layers to the way that you're thinking or feeling about something or to a situation, right? So, and then if you think about gobstoppers, right? They were showing me the different layers in a gobstopper, right? It changes colors and flavors, and I really want one now, but it's like almost too, like once you think you're at the core of something, it keeps going, right? Because the other thing about the candy gobstoppers is those things last forever. So there might be something going on that feels like it's been lasting forever, like that type of energy. And they gave me a Willy Wonka reference. I have no idea, other than obviously I associate candy with Willy Wonka, but you might be seeing like random memes about that, or maybe you like that movie, or I don't know, take it or leave it. But let's see, Scorpio, what we have coming in for you. So you have the card of Libra. You could have Libra in your chart, be dealing with the Libra. This is talking about harmony, cooperation, having more balance, especially when it comes to your emotional self and relationships. This is talking about being fair, okay? Seeing that something from both people's perspectives or from two perspectives before making any decisions. It's about being considerate, right? And kind of shying away from instead being very judgmental. So this energy is calling you to kind of tap into your more considerate self, all right? And okay, and then I'm also getting that you need to be very choosy and discerning about, I guess, what you're sharing within a partnership or relationships in general. So let's see. The Five of Swords. Wow. Okay. This card talks about rejection, loss. It's definitely energy that doesn't serve us, that tends to leave wounding and strife. There needs to be some balance brought to that energy here, Scorpio, whether that's within yourself or someone you're connecting with that's carrying that energy within them. It's like, in order for you to be considerate of another person, though, you need to be considerate of yourself as well and know what you will and will not tolerate, right? So I want to put you in a space of empowerment. If you have, a space inside of you, Scorpio, that you don't feel like someone else was considerate towards, you have every right to feel that way. However, in order to bring balance to the situation, you're being called to see it from both parties' perspectives, okay? Because that's where the emotional growth comes from. But it could be that there's some sort of wounding around relationships in general, or a relationship with one specific person, especially if you're dealing with a Libra or an air sign, but it's a general reading, so take what resonates. Seven of Cups. Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups. Wow, Three of Cups. So there seems to be a little bit of confusion at first, but then I feel like some of y'all really want to feel satisfied. You just want to feel like good, and there is a sense of satisfaction coming in. Some of you have choices. Yeah, maybe in the past it felt like you didn't have choices, but you've overcome that. And I feel like this is in regards to relationships, where there might have been things that occurred in the past where you didn't feel like there was any way that you were going to come out of the winning end, or that it just felt like there was not balance there. And now getting into the space where some of you have done some healing around that and having many choices, okay, and feeling pretty good about that, feeling pretty satisfied about that. That helping you to like feel good about yourself again, or open up when it comes to love. Some of you are looking for like satisfaction and love right now, maybe after a time period of being at a loss or feeling confused and not really sure how to gain some sort of balance. But I feel like some of you have options, okay, when it comes to life in general, but particularly relationships. You could be dealing with more than one relationship during this time frame. They don't have to be intimate. They could be family, friends, but yes, intimate for some of you. And it's like you got a choice to make here. And the encouragement, Scorpio, if you've been going back and forth, is to go towards the choice that makes you feel the best, that holds a special place in your heart or is easy for you to flow your love towards, okay? Person you're connecting with is Temperance and the Seven of Swords, and the Emperor. Sagittarius energy here for some of you. Well, let me get one on the Seven of Swords. So you could be connecting with someone, right? Especially if it's a fire sign, but like I said, it's a general reading that is quite temperamental. Doesn't always tell the truth about how they feel. They may need to do some healing around how they handle relationships in general. But what is this that is not quite the truth here? What's the Seven of Swords? The Star card. Aquarian energy. The Seven of Wands and the Four of Cups. All right, so, wow. Holy cow. Okay. So, Scorpio. There's a few different things going on, so please don't take my pauses like I don't know. I'm just trying to narrow it down into like two specific storylines. There's a situation here where you're dealing with someone, and it could be more than one person, right? Keep this in mind, that is pretty back and forth in their moods. They fluctuate a lot. They don't often tell the truth about how they feel. It certainly could be Aquarius or Sagittarius energy, but like I said, I've got lots of zodiac signs out. There is like this guardedness here, this defensiveness around this person, and yet a longing towards this person or towards you. You know, somebody's walls are really, really high up, okay, whether that be you or they, but I feel it on this person's side because I see you as pretty emotionally satisfied, and this person having like some issues with like truly opening up, okay? There could be online stalking going on, or if you have like a social media presence, or if this person has a social media presence. But I feel like, Scorpio, don't overthink this, right? You're being encouraged to follow your emotions. And because if you get all in your head about this, then you're going to like start reliving the past, and it's going to cloud your intuition and your clarity about what's actually happening, right? So the best way to get to the bottom of something is to follow your intuition. And this person being encouraged to do so as well. So let's see what the guidance is. Vulnerability. How did I know that card would come out? All right, this is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Wow, that's everything I just said. Let me read that again. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition rather than rationality. Do not let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is a negative condition. Wow. Wow, super interesting reading. I hope that made some sense to you guys. Libra energy, Gemini, Aquarian, Scorpio, and Sagittarius energy is what's predominantly out. But like I said, a million bazillion times, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, let's go to Sagittarius. I'll fix my blinds. I don't like it. I don't like not having like any sun on me. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. I'm getting antsy now because I'm hungry. I need some chocolate. Do I have any chocolate? Okay, moving on. Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, I saw what looked to be a tomato, and then an apple, and then the color red. And then I heard the song Red. I see red, red, oh red. That is a very intense song, not a song often played on the radio. I have shared that song way back when, and I do not remember the artist of that song, but if you know it, put it in the comments. So, the color red, I don't know. The color red may be significant. Tomatoes, apples. Watch for any red flags, okay, these next few weeks. I don't say that to make you paranoid because I feel like you're a very smart zodiac sign, but that song definitely reeks of like a red flag energy, but it also talks about like temper and feeling a certain kind of way. So watch your temper. You might be feeling quite moody or catch yourself like in a mood or in a funk. And if so, hey, first of all, honor your emotions. We have the right to feel however we want to feel. However, do not dwell in it. You know, move away from that energy when you can. Distance yourself when you can, when you need to. And then come back at it again, right? But don't ignore your intuition, Sagittarius, okay? Do not ignore your intuition. So let's see. What do we have here for you? And I don't know if it's because I was really, really super hungry, but that tomato was looking very ripe. It was looking very ripe. Something, there could be, okay, so that word's important because I keep saying it, ripe. There's something that's ripe in the energy, all right? And I have Gemini energy out, Libra energy. You could be connecting with those or have those in your chart. If so, check out their readings. But this is like very curious, very communicative, highlighting your social circle. You might feel more social and more communicative than you have been feeling in the past, feeling like you're getting more into the flow. This is actually really nice energy. So I'm kind of surprised that I got the red song, but we'll see. It's all about being perceptive and being open being open to new ideas, being open to people, just being more of your extroverted Sagittarius self and not so much of your introverted self when you're feeling good, when you're feeling in the flow, right? There is some uncertainty here, though, about who you can trust or really. Or you could be connecting with someone who has some uncertainty in their energy, especially if they're in your social circle, but could be anyone in your life. There's just like, all of a sudden my heart chakra is wanting to close up. Somebody could have closed off like their emotions or their heart to someone, whether you did that or someone did that to you. There might be trust issues surrounding that or some uncertainty surrounding that as well, because I feel kind of uncomfortable, right? So it's like this uncomfortable feeling. And then I'm getting a song, one way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. What in the world? If you're dealing with a Cancerian, check out their reading, because their reading was super wacky. There's some wacky energy going on, okay? And like I said, I'm not saying that to like scare you, or nothing to be scared of. All is well. But there is some wackiness going on here. So you have the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Hermit, Virgo energy for some of you. If you have been back and forth, you know, or uncertain about something and needing to go within and needing to listen to your intuition, but poo-pooing your own intuition, stop doing that. You know what's best for you. And this is coming through almost kind of stern from my guidance, which is not very usual, okay? But there is like this message about stop questioning if what you're feeling is the truth. You know, I get like some of you may have went through something in the past where you thought you were listening to your intuition, but it turned out not the way you thought it was, and now you question your own intuitive abilities, and you weren't actually listening to your intuition back then. You were ignoring red flags and seeing what you wanted to see. You know that now because of the way that it panned out. It panned out the way it was because it was supposed to be that way, so that you could get more in touch with what actual intuition is. So now you are in that space of knowing the difference between the two, and you need to trust your intuition more and stop going back and forth like, is this right? Is this not right? Well, okay, in the past, yada, yada, yada. That's the past, okay? You've learned from that. You've grown from that. There is like a very strong message about like, you've done the spiritual work around this, and now it's okay to release this uncertainty. You know what's up. You know what's right, what's going to feel good to you. And it's time to take some sort of action in your life, okay? Once you stop going back and forth about something. I hope this is making sense. Person you are connecting with. The Fool and the Devil. Oh, goodness gracious. The Knight of Cups. So, Sagittarius, this person, I get that this person has like some toxic or like very intense or obsessive type of traits. Why is that hot? I don't know. Some of y'all like the bad boy. Do you like the bad boy or the bad girl? Just be honest. Be honest. I do find that fire signs or people with heavy fire placements, I'm actually just talking to one of my friends about this the other day. You know who you are. You're in here. I know you're in here. Is that sometimes we attracted to the bad, you know, the bad boys. And my Venus is in Sagittarius, and I used to have a bad problem with this. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Where if it felt like a challenge to me, I wanted the challenge, right? If it felt really easy to me, boring, you know. And I had to do my own spiritual growth around that. So maybe you can relate, Sagittarius, right? Even if your Venus is in Sag, moon, rising, I don't care, sun, whatever. But there could be some temptation here, all right? There could be some temptation here. Or this person might be very mighty tempting to you, even though you know that they have their own demons to deal with, right? You still could feel intuitively led towards this person. Anyways, sorry, I don't mean to go off topic. There is this energy of like this person wanting to get something off of the ground and to express something. But just know that there's still things inside of this person that they have not learned from, that they have not grown past yet, that is like the devil that lives inside of them still. And maybe that's what you need to use your intuition about, okay? And it doesn't have to be an intimate partner or a bad boy, right? Like, this is a general reading. This could be anyone in your life that seems to be battling something, okay? Maybe addictions even, but seems to be having some sort of internal battle that you intuitively know. All right. And so to keep that in mind when you're interacting or if you're going to interact with this person. So could be dealing with Capricorn, Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Libra. And I hope I didn't offend anybody by talking about, oh wait, oh gosh, I didn't even get any guidance. Look at how y'all had me flustered. I thought we was done. Okay, let me get some guidance for you. Let me get some guidance for you. Sagittarius. Goodness gracious, what's happening? It says you are not alone. You are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near you or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family, friends, and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. Just keep in mind that Sagittarius, you're never truly alone. Never, never, never. You have source energy with you at all times, loving you, holding you, keeping you safe, listening to you, responding to you, caring for you. All right. Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, so I have a song coming through. She says, I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave. But your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. Dang, that's Evanescence. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. Oh, snap. Capricorn, are you all in your emotions? Or you might go very nostalgic, very into your emotions during these next few days, few weeks. Just something to be on the lookout for. Don't shy away from your emotions. Honor your emotions if that's the case. You might also be hearing that song or can relate to that song in some way, shape, or form. But that is a very deep and emotional song. And interestingly enough, the only other image that I got was a seashell. A seashell. But you know, like the ones that are kind of like the ones you can hear the ocean in. So, let's see. Let's see. Wow, that kind of took me off guard. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so. Ooh. All right, so you have Libra energy here. So, could be connecting with Libra or have that in your own birth chart, or it's just simply the influencing energy. Again, this is about relationships, a balance within relationships, trying to be considerate of yourself, but also others, seeing something from two different vantage points. It's kind of hard for me to concentrate right now. So I almost feel like some of you, say if you are in your emotions or you go into this emotional place, right? It could be very hard for you to like concentrate on anything else. Also, I saw a feather, a white feather in particular. So be on the lookout for finding any feathers, particularly white feathers. But it's like feeling like something nagging at you or gnawing at you that won't leave you alone. And even if it's something really good, I still feel it bringing like you to a place of maybe not so good feeling if you dwell there too long, right? And I think that's why it's important to have some sort of balance and to be considerate of yourself and be fair and graceful to yourself, okay, as whatever this energy comes and goes. So, gosh, I keep getting the same stinking cards. I've gotten the King of Wands, the Libra card, and the Sagittarius card, like, repetitively. So, those zodiac signs for the collective are being highlighted for whatever reason. And now I'm having shooting pain right here down my back. Got like a pinched nerve or something. I don't know. That song is still playing in the back of my head. I cannot even hear my thoughts over it. This is identical to another zodiac sign. They got this combination. Does anybody remember which sign that was? Was it Scorpio or Libra maybe? This is about like taking the lead in your own life, being empowered, empowering yourself, okay? Keeping it balanced, keeping it harmonious. Some of you connecting with an air sign or a fire sign. Two of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles. So there's definitely a karmic lesson around relationships or a specific relationship or a soulmate, or there's karma tied to a soulmate relationship that is being emphasized really strongly. Okay, Capricorn, I feel this is your energy as well, whether you're masculine or feminine. Just really taking a look at a very important relationship here where there was lessons learned, but you also felt like very spiritually, or do feel very spiritually tied to this person and needing to make some sort of decision around that and what you're committed to and how you feel at the end of the day. And something about like some sort of feeling that just will not leave you alone, right? Because they're giving me that specific part of the song, and you won't leave me alone. Don't mind my singing. And it won't leave me alone. When you cry, I will wipe away all of your tears. When you scream, I will fight away all of your fears. And you'll have all of me. This could be in reference to anyone in your life, right? Child, family, friend, intimate partner, maybe even a passed over loved one. I'm not really sure who I'm connecting with right now, but you'll know it. It'll be significant. It's coming up in the energy, whether that's through nostalgia or something you're physically experiencing. It's very emotional. It's making me emotional, which is making it hard for me to read because I have trouble reading if I'm in my emotions. Like if I'm in an let me lighten the mood here with my inability to speak. When I'm in an emotional state, and I have Capricorn 3 different placements in my chart, I cannot read for anyone. I can't channel, I can't nothing. So I'm gonna pause and make it light so that I can continue the reading. But I feel emotional with that energy, and you could feel like, again, that it's hard for you to stay balanced when you're feeling all these emotions. And it doesn't have to be sad. Some of you, this is like in love, commitment, making a decision, knowing it's your soulmate. Some of you, this is good feeling emotion, but still all consuming to you, like all you think about, right? So even though I'm getting the Evanescence song, which kind of has a sad tone to it, remember that this could be, sad or happy, depending on how you're handling it and what you're dealing with. So let's see the person you're connecting with. Six of Wands. Nine of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy. So whoever you're connecting with, this person wants to successfully overcome some of their own anxious thoughts, some of their own nightmares. Really, this person might be having like nightmares, or nighttime might be difficult for them. They may suffer from that in general or just during this time frame. This person wants to see things come together in their stability and their relationships and their life with you, possibly. There's something here about like them successfully overcoming some sort of fear or anxiety, and they're giving me that lyric again. And I will fight away all of your fears, or something like that, right? And that's what's going to bring this person more balance. And then I feel like things go to a much lighter note where there's more cooperation in the environment after kind of moving past something here, right? So that's the guidance. Cleanse. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. So, always take time for yourself to cleanse your own energy, Capricorn. I also got a message about like cleansing the face and stuff in the Leo reading. Could be connecting with a Leo or have that in your chart, but I also have Libra, Aries here, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Libra again. Cancerian energy, Gemini. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing. Well, that took me off guard. Okay, so Aquarius, you're next. You're next. we doing? Ooh, I'm doing good on time today. Look at me, guys. Look at me. Pat myself on my back. Okay. Thank you for the $10, MC. Thank you for the $1.99 matchy. Trying to see if I can let a little bit more sun in here. No, I cannot. Okay. All right. Aquarius. Okay. So, Aquarius. I just kept getting a message about the small of your back. The small of my back is what I kept hearing. The small of your back. And I kept trying to okay, I heard it. Next message. And it just kept repeating. The small of your back. The small of your back. I don't know if someone loves the curvature of your back, the small of your back, but this is important for someone, or you like that in someone else, or something about the lower back. Okay, but they were showing me the curvature of the small of the back. And I felt it was in reference to an intimate, somebody liking that part of your body. But I mean, you could take it however you want to take it. Not all of you are dealing with an intimate situation, right? But that was literally the only message I got. And I was like, okay, that's what it is. So, okay, take it, leave it, whatever. I don't care. So let's go and see what kind of cards you get out. You have Cancerian energy. Some of you are connecting possibly with a Cancerian or have that in your own birth chart. I also have Libra here. But this is being more into your emotional self, Aquarius, okay? Highlighting the part of you that is very protective, but also very intuitive, very in touch with your own emotions. And this is kind of the part of you, Aquarius, that most people don't get privy to see. As, I think as an Aquarian myself, I can tell you that there's a lot of misconceptions about the sign of Aquarius, as far as people thinking that we're very detached and all logic and no emotion, but we're the water bearer. We are the bearer of emotion, meaning underneath that thick surface, Aquarius, you're actually very emotional, zodiac sign, very thoughtful zodiac sign, and have a great depth to you that people can sometimes be unaware of, because you don't always readily show that part of yourself to other people unless you really trust them, unless you really care for them, right? And so there's that part of you coming out to play or to the surface, or something about that part of you being highlighted right now. You could even feel like maybe introverting a little bit, but you're actually being encouraged to be more open with your emotions rather than to introvert. But you have free will. So let's see what the other card is. the Magician. So, okay. Get into receptive mode, Aquarius, because there's something here getting ready to manifest, and it's something that is very personal to you, is private to you, and is very maybe emotional to you. It could have something to do with the past or a past person as the nostalgic energy is showing up. But there's something that is manifesting, and it's from the emotional space. So let's see. Ace of Swords. I knew this Queen of Cups was going to come out. I knew it. And the Queen of Wands. So look at this as I say, there's something emotional here, right? Queen of Cups. So there's some sort of clarity or information that's coming in, and it's coming on an emotional level. And this is something that's very private to you, right? Because I feel like in general, you're actually very maybe outgoing or very outspoken about what it is that you have going on and what you're putting your time and your energy into, and things might be stable in some other areas of your life. But there's something here that's been kept private to you that is, there's something manifesting around that, and it's bringing in clarity or answers. Or the Ace of Swords is, to me, like the beginning of like knowing or understanding something that maybe you did not understand in the past, but knowing it on a more than just an intellectual level, knowing it on an emotional level as well. Okay. So let's see what this person's energy is then. Oh gosh, Three of Swords. Six of Wands. There's a Six of Cups. For some reason, I have something in my eye, and it's driving me insane. The Devil. Okay. All right, so there is something here that is happening within this person as well. First of all, let me tell you this. If this person has had a broken heart, they have successfully moved past that energy, or at least that's what they say to other people or to you. But it is still showing up in their energy, so I'm not entirely sure if that's the truth. But I'm going to pull another card on that. I'm going to read it as like this person has successfully overcome something that was really painful for them. And it's stemming from something to deal with the past, okay? So like past issues they've had trouble overcoming, or past heartache, whether that be with other people or with you. I feel like this person has been successful in like being able to rise above that, okay, to some degree or another. There's still like some emotional energy here though, and the only reason I say that I'm not entirely sure that's completely true is because they have the Devil showing up as like residual energy. Or you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but it's like it's like somebody saying like, yeah, I've overcome that, I'm past it, and then they dwell on it, think about it, feel it. So I don't feel like that's the full truth here, but let me get one on the Three of Swords. Yeah. Oh my God. No way. The Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups, even though you're an air sign, whether you're masculine or feminine. It's just energy, right, guys? Wow. Ew. Let me think of how to put this. For some of you, this person wants the satisfaction of knowing that they hurt you. I know, that sounds terrible, don't it? Maybe that's this person's toxic tendency to see how they can affect another person's emotions, especially if they're a Capricorn or a water sign. And that's not going to be for all of you, right? So don't make that resonate if it doesn't resonate. But I had to say it, okay? So for others of you, it's a sense of like, this person is still emotional over something that's hurt them, but they lie about it. They cover it up. They want to look like, oh, I'm good, I don't care, or I'm over it, or I've successfully overcome it. And I don't want to say that they haven't done any progress, because I do feel like they've done some progress here. But yet at the same time, they're still stuck on it. So not really, you know, or still obsessing over this connection or a connection in general that may have hurt them in the past. All right. And I don't want to say for all of you, it's like this person wants to know if they can hurt you. They like to see your reaction. You know what I mean? Like, this person may know that it's hard to get to an Aquarian's emotions. And because they know that, they do things to try and evoke that reaction, because I don't know. I don't know if they're like testing it, or they just take it for what it's worth, right? Because that's what I'm getting. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, this person knows that you don't often show your emotions. So I don't want to say they take advantage of it, that if you show it to them, but they want to see that emotional response. They look for your reaction, right? They look for it. So I feel like if this is your storyline, you're going to get some sort of truth around that. It'll be evident to you, and then you'll have decisions to make about what you want to manifest next. So let's go into the guidance and see. This is not, this is one of those readings, like, if it resonates, all of it's resonating, and if it's not, it's not. So don't force it, guys. All right. Let's see what the guidance is. Intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keep us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. So listen to your intuition when it comes to this person, or when it comes to this situation, as that's going to be really important, right? Listen to your intuition. So Capricorn energy here, like I said, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, could be another air sign as well. Pisces. I'm going to shuffle the cards after that one, because I ain't trying to bring that energy into Pisces. Sorry, my Aquarius, as if you're dealing with that, but a clean shuffle for my Pisces. All right. So I'm getting messages about like your inner circle, okay? And I saw a complete circle and I heard in God we trust, which then they showed me like a penny. So FYI, I love to find feathers and coins and stuff, but you might like find, because I heard find a penny, pick it up all day long, you have good luck. So I know it's like from childhood, right? But like seriously, you might actually find like pennies or coins as validation. If so, come back to this reading. But something about your inner circle being highlighted and needing to keep your head on straight, or I actually heard get something through your head, or trying to make a point or get something through to another person might prove a little bit difficult during this time frame, and I'm not really getting why that is, but we'll see. Well, there is your card, Pisces, the moon. Thank you, Kathleen, for the $20. So you're in your element, right? I think it'll be easy for you to feel out whatever situations are being brought to you during this time frame. And as I look down, I started like feeling like rumbling in my stomach. And then I look down and it says comfort, digestion, and gut. So those things might be highlighted. Pay attention to your gut reactions, your instincts. This is a very instinctual type of energy showing up. But it's also highlighting your habits, your family, your lineage, your privacy, right? Keeping things private on an emotional level as well for some of you. And this card, interestingly enough, highlights the connection between your mother or mothering instincts or feminine influences in your life, whether you're a masculine or a feminine. So you have the Page of Pentacles and the Tower. This is talking about a stroke of luck. No. I heard a stroke of luck at midnight, but I think that's from Cinderella. So I don't know why I'm getting that reference, but a lucky break. Wow. Okay. I don't usually get that from this card combination. There's some sort of lucky break coming in for you. Usually I see the Tower as like very disruptive, unpredictable energy. And maybe that is the case. Maybe there is some disruptions going on, you know, in your life. But I feel like this is like panning out for you, or like there's some sort of lucky break coming through out of this energy here. And then I'm hearing minor inconvenience. So let me give you an example, right? I'm not ready yet. Of like what this could look like. This is just an example. This is not a prediction. Like my son was needing a new car, but was not financially in a place to get a new car yet. Then what ended up happening is he ended up getting in a minor inconvenient bumper to bumper type of deal, but it wasn't his fault. And the bumper or the damage to the car that was done was more than the car was worth. So he ended up getting a check, which allowed him to buy a new car. So what seemed like an inconvenience or a disaster was actually a lucky break for him, because it provided him the ability to get something better out of that situation. So I'm giving you that as an example, but there's something like that, you know, in the energy where it seems inconvenient at the moment, but the benefit, right, or what comes out of that is something much greater, much better than what you had before. And it doesn't have to be with things or money. It could also be in relationships, like going through some sort of minor inconvenience, but because of that, like maybe minor conflict, right? You gained a greater understanding of yourself or the person through that. Something like that. Something like that going on. Like, this is a good Tower moment. You know what I mean? So the Seven of Wands, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Cups. What is this? The Knight of Swords. That's way too many cards, but we'll keep them. So there's this sense of like needing to kind of let your guard down. Some of you have been like in protective mode, you know, not wanting to let someone in or to let, I don't know, let something in here. But relationships are being highlighted. So it could be, like I said, something that feels like an inconvenience somehow benefiting you, especially when it comes to your emotional self or like what you're committed to or relationships, right? There's like karma here around a specific connection as well, where there's communication coming in. Okay. And I'm not really getting what that's about. I think there's like two different things going on in the energy. One that feels like a lucky break, and the other one where there's some sort of karma or lesson being learned around a specific connection, and there might be communication or information coming in around that. Okay. So let's see the person you're connecting to. This reminds me of the Capricorn reading. So if you're dealing with the Capricorn, check that out. Hear the song, Oh Happy Day. So Three of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Whoever you're connecting with, this person may, you know, want to see things come together or reconcile if, say, this is someone you're not currently dealing with, but there is some sort of lucky break here as well. So this person too is finding some sort of emotional support in the environment to help support them in the things that are important to them, whether that's coming from you or other avenues or other people. Can I get one on the Three of Cups? Let me clarify the Three of Cups. Seven of Cups. Three of Wands. This person has some choices to make, though, around relationships. Like, this person has options, right? This could be Scorpio, because I felt like Scorpio had options. And I feel like this is kind of similar energy. But, like, this person needs to kind of feel out, you know, what it is that they really want to avoid a Tower moment, right? Like, this person is in this space of kind of needing to make some decisions about where they want to go in their own life. And I heard after careful consideration. So there's some sort of careful consideration going on here. It's like this person knows that they have choices, but they're not really sure, you know, what's worth giving their time and energy to. And they may even seem like emotionally distant at times, or there could be physical distance here. But I do feel that they are coming to some sort of decision. And because of that, things are moving in this person's life. Okay. So let's see what the guidance is then, Pisces. Breathe. The breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and the outside, connecting you to the universe and divine source. The breath that permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. Just breathe. So if things feel like disruptive or chaotic, just breathe here, Pisces, because I feel like out of that, there is something coming that is for your highest good, okay? And it could pertain, like I said, to material things, but it could also pertain to relationships or both. All right, so, wow. Could be dealing with Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancerian energy here. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind that could be any zodiac sign. It is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And please share the video, right? Especially if you're in any tarot group chats or groups on Facebook and stuff. It helps to grow my page. When I hit my next milestone, I'm going to do a reading giveaway. So I am looking forward to that. And also don't forget to check me out, like I said, on Facebook and Instagram. And check out my sister's shop, all of it linked down in the description box below. Otherwise, I wish you guys so much, and I love and appreciate all of you, and I hope that you had fun. So, till next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.